All right, welcome to the Jet Experience. This is an updated version of what you need to know coming to Universal Studios. And as you can see, I'm in the park. This is a dead giveaway of #1. So they're back to 100% capacity now. Pretty much all restrictions are lifted. If you're fully vaccinated, like we are, you don't have to wear masks in here anywhere. It's still recommended if you're indoors to wear it. And then if you're not vaccinated, like Declan isn't, outdoors, you don't have to wear it. And the way they've phrased it on the app and on the website is you should wear it indoors unless you're eating. Versus other parks right now which say you must wear it. So you can keep that in mind when you come here. And as we go through the park, we'll take a look at some more updates and what you need to know. So join us on this experience. So one of the first major things, of course, is there's a lot more people and no masks for the most part. So I don't know how well the screen's going to show up because the sun is right behind us reflecting. But just in case, we'll look at some of the wait times. The longest one I can see is Jurassic World's at an hour and Simpsons at 50, and pretty much everything else looks almost about a half an hour or under. And that's because they are filling seats again, 100% capacity. There's no distancing per current guidelines. California opened up on the 15th of June, basically. And so as I pan around, you can see there's a lot of people. Nobody's really worrying about distancing. I will be totally honest that even though I enjoyed having like 25% capacity and having the park basically relatively empty, it's nice to see faces again and not, just masks. Now, there are still people wearing masks, and no judgment from us whatsoever. People do what they feel comfortable with, or they might not be vaccinated. There's that as well. All the little dots and lines saying 6 feet, those are all gone from what we can see. We haven't ridden any rides yet, so we'll see if there's any of that. Oh, there's a tram passing by. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can see it's completely full. There's no space, left unless there was just like a random seat or something. And you can see on the escalators even here, besides where there's just big gaps of no people, everyone's just right up on each other. So another thing to know, since, basically all of the restrictions are gone, as you can see Declan standing on the escalator drinking. There's no restrictions with getting food or drink and walking around and enjoying those. You don't have to be in a designated dining area. That's kind of nice because I normally bring coffee with me, or we have water and we like to drink in line or as we're walking around, and we haven't really been able to do that because you had to be stationary and sitting or standing in a designated dining area. So here's an overhead shot of the Mummy line. I'm probably not going to be riding this ride today just because, again, I'd be by myself. But you can really see how the lines, there's, again, no distancing. You can see a handful of people down there wearing masks. They do have the fans with the misters going and then the cover. But there's a lot of people in line. But because they are filling every seat possible on every ride, they can get a lot more people through. And I think I saw that one was like a 35 or 40 minute wait, which is really short, relatively speaking. All right, so we're heading into Jurassic Cafe now, because as we mentioned in an earlier video how they did not have the refill cups, they do now. So we're coming in to get one, since we're season pass holders, to use every time we come back. All right, so here is the Freestyle Cup. Pricing on it is the cup for the day that you use it is about $17. And it's a one-time buy. Let me turn around so the sun's not blinding the camera. And then it's not free for like the year. What it is if you already have a cup, so like let's say we come tomorrow, I can bring this cup with me, and then it's $10 to recharge it basically for the day. So every day we come back, $10, and we don't have to buy the cup anymore. We already have it, but we get to reuse the cup for the day. Basically, if you're here for several hours, $10 will still pay for itself, because once you pay it, you get to use it throughout the day unlimited at all the Freestyle locations. All right, so another thing is you can see the single rider line right there. Right now, Transformers 30-minute wait time with Universal Express right next to it. The single rider lines are actually open because they're able to fill every seat. That is another major update since it's been previously closed, as the point of the single rider is to fill random individual seats. And so like we just rode it actually, and we had a single rider that was in our line, in our row with us, since there's only 3 of us and each row sits 4. All right, so another major update is previously you could not buy the Platinum passes, but they have since now released them again. So if you are interested in getting one of the Platinum passes, and again, I've mentioned some of the perks before, but you get Express Pass, 1 ride per day per visit. So each ride you get to go on one time for the Express. Saves a ton of time, more than worth it to buy it if you ask me, if you can afford it. So those are back on sale and available. So that is really exciting news for people who want to get those passes. So for another update, lots of the little things that hadn't been open or present at the park, not everything yet, but a lot of it is here. Like for example, we just got off the Minions ride, and they hadn't been showing the camera at the end when you're walking out where you can kind of dance or whatever. That was on here. Kung Fu Panda has the pre-show running again. So lots of little things that they cut out to try and assist in the social distancing are all back. So, I mean, generally speaking, the park is basically running pre-COVID style, if you will. So as you could see, there's been a lot of changes and updates since the last time we brought an update video. Again, the biggest one being the protocols are generally going away. Everything's starting to reopen. Though there's one show still not open, and that's the special effects show. I'm not sure if it's related or not. Hopefully it opens soon because I really enjoy that show. I won't recap everything because you got to see kind of, firsthand what everything's looking like. So if you get a chance to come out, just realize that there's gonna be a lot more people now, but the lines are actually shorter because they're able to load every seat on every ride instead of having to keep them apart. So really hope you like this update video. If so, please give us that thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you ring the bell below, you'll get notifications of all of our future videos. As always, please be kind and be real, and join us on our next experience.